Russian strike on a school in northeast Ukraine killed 4 people Wednesday, razing the building to the ground in the Sumy region that borders Russia in an attack that came as the war in Ukraine enters its 19th month. 3 civilians were also killed in Russia's Belgorod region, while the capital Moscow was targeted by a drone attack for the 6th night in a row, with the war now hitting Russian territory daily. In Ukraine's Romny village, 230 kilometers, 140 miles, east of Kiev, where the school attack hit, rescuers found the bodies of the school director, deputy director, secretary and librarian under the rubble. The number of victims of the Russian attack on the school in Romny has increased to 4 people, Ukraine's Interior Minister Igor Klimenko said on Telegram. 4 local residents passing by the school were wounded, Klimenko added. The minister posted a photograph of a rubble-covered building, with a dozen rescuers clearing the site, with only one door left intact. In the photo, among the ruins of the school, there is a surviving entrance to the shelter. Unfortunately, people did not go down during the alarm to a safe place, Klimenko said. He added that the rubble removal operation has been completed. The building was covered in bricks. Another photograph showed rescuers carrying a body bag. Russian forces entered the Sumy region at the start of their invasion last year but were pushed back by Ukrainian forces. It has since been spared from the fighting scene in other eastern regions but recently has increasingly seen deadly attacks. 3 killed in Belgorod, Moscow and other Russian regions were hit by more Ukrainian drone attacks Wednesday, as Kiev vowed earlier this summer to return the war to Russia. In the Belgorod region on the border with Ukraine, authorities said 3 civilians were killed by Kiev's forces Wednesday. The Ukrainian forces launched an explosive device through a drone when people were on the street, Belgorod Governor Vyacheslav Gladkov said on Telegram. The region has been targeted by shelling, drone attacks and occasional cross-border incursions for months. In Moscow's central business district, Moscow City, a drone attack crashed into a skyscraper and smashed a window, without causing any casualties. Emergency services vehicles lined up along a street below a cluster of brightly lit skyscrapers. Air traffic at Moscow's Vnukovo, Sheremetyevo and Domodedovo airports was briefly halted, the TASS state news agency reported, citing the aviation services. Drones were also downed outside Moscow, in the Mozhaisky and Khimki districts, Russia's defense ministry said. In Khimki, Russian state media reported that the wreckage of a downed drone had partially collapsed the roof of a private house and damaged a non-residential building. Later, Vladislav Shapsha, the head of the Kaluga region south of Moscow, said air defense systems in his region had fended off 2 drones. Black Sea attacks. Both Russia and Ukraine have also ramped up attacks in the Black Sea since the July collapse of a UN-brokered deal aimed at ensuring safe navigation for civilian grain shipments from Ukraine ports. The Black Sea is the key to global food and, therefore, social stability, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky told a forum Wednesday. Crimea is the key to security in the Black Sea. You can't leave the keys in the hands of terrorists, and we won't. Russia has consistently hit Ukraine's grain infrastructure, while Kiev has targeted Crimea and Moscow's Black Sea fleet. Ukraine claimed it destroyed a Russian S-400 anti-aircraft system in Crimea, annexed by Russia since 2014. Its defense ministry posted a video of a massive explosion with a huge column of smoke billowing in the sky, saying it took place near the village of Bilohorivka on the Tarkhanka Peninsula and destroyed the system, its missiles and personnel. There were no immediate comments from Moscow, but Russian military bloggers said the attack highlighted flaws in Russia's defense capacities. Kiev said Wednesday that Russian strikes on its sea and river ports had destroyed 270,000 tons of grain in the space of a month and that a Russian drone had hit and damaged grain infrastructure in the southern Odessa region. Kiev also denied Moscow's claim on Tuesday that it had destroyed 2 Ukrainian military boats, including one carrying troops.